In the aftermath of 151, we've really been spoiled for special sets lately, and with the recent release of the latest set, Shrouded Fable, things don't look to be any different. So, to explore what this new set has to offer, I've got a Shrouded Fable Elite Trainer box fresh off the store shelves, and we are going to crack it open to see what fun additions to the collection we can find. Alright, as is the case with all Scarlet and Violet era sets, I'd be remiss not to talk about the promo card included in this box. I can't say I'm the biggest Pecharunt fan in the world, as I think its inspirations are a little too muddled and don't come across well in the final design, but I do have to give credit where credit is due with this one. Longtime series contributor Nagimisu is responsible for this card, and it does a nice job of creating a shadowy feeling through its bright pinks, cool purples, and that glimmer of yellow behind Pecharunt to keep the card from feeling too monotone. Just an overall really nice print from an artist that continues to impress with every new set. Alright, to start things off, we have Orca's Axew, Shinyo Komatsu's Furfrau, Tetsukayama's Dartrix, Rika's Absol, Aspara's Weavile, 06 Machinations by Gosen, Kuromori's Sylveon, NC Empire's Persian, Iburengaru's Kiram, and Suichiro Gunjuma's Blood Moon Ursaluna. I know I've talked about Kuromori before, but I've gotta admit that this Sylveon easily clears as my favorite print of theirs, and a standout in this set in general. The glow from the streetlights and the shadows of the alleyway come together nicely in this brilliant dynamic piece that sees our main attraction fleeing from something just off screen, allowing our minds to wander and wonder just what it might be. Whatever it may be, it sure looks like it may be in for a fight soon. Continuing to our second pack, we get Sui's Meowth, Ren's Houndour, Yu Nishida's Zoroa, Hagia Karu's Varoom, another 06 Machination, another Weavile, Cassiopeia by Atushi Furusawa, Hourglass by Studio Bora Inc., Horiguchi's Sneasel, and Gosen's Tapu Bulu. Maybe I'm just a bit biased, but Zoro has always been a favorite of mine dating back to its reveal at the start of Gen 5, and this depiction by Yu Nishida is no different. I like the change of pace with a slightly more menacing depiction of this Pokemon, as if you just caught it scurrying through the underbrush. The piece keeps itself from getting too serious, balancing the dark shadows with the warm yellow glow of the sun breaking through the trees, maintaining the more playful nature that we know this Pokemon for. Yu Nishida has been working with TCG officially since Shining Fates, but is perhaps most noteworthy for being the winner of the 2018 Pokemon Card Game Illustration Grand Prix. Her prints are always really bright and colorful, and just have this playful energy to them that makes me grin. Always a blast to see what she cooks up next, and to see a long-running fan of the franchise living the dream, I bet we all wish we could. Alright, in our third pack, we have Okubo's Drowsy, Shimori Yukichi's Horsey, Teizuro's Golbat, another Sneasel, Chie Nanahara's Yveltal, Colress's Tenacity by Hungry Clicker, Kazumasa Yasukuni's Genesect, a reverse Hollow Drowsy, Shinji Kanda's Slitherwing, and Danchao's Dusk Noir. In a very distinct departure from the aesthetic of the rest of the set, Kazumasa Yasukuni absolutely pops off with their Genesect. The contrasting blues and pinks are the perfect complement for the purple shell of Genesect as it rips off a powerful attack. Throw in a couple of tasteful action lines, and you've got yourself a powerful piece that will go very nicely in the binder. In our fourth pack, we get Ikeda Saki's Duskull, Shinya Mizuno's Kufant, Moryu's Inkay, Naoya Kimura's Joltik, Academy at Night by Ayumi Otoshima, another Kiram, Night Stretcher by Toist Beach, Pokevital A by Toist Beach, another Zoroa, and Matazo's Cresselia. I always love seeing the range of new artists that get brought on every set, and man did Shrouded Fable come out swinging. Inkay here is the TCG debut of Moryu, and what a debut it is. The dot shading and flat colors give me a similar storybook feel as Kuromori's and Ayakasube's prints, though the use of a wider range of pale colors gives Inkay a unique touch. Looking outside of the TCG, we can get a better look of Moryu's style. Her work is full of a wide arrangement of faded colors and surrealist imagery that I totally vibe with. You can definitely see her manga origins with her simpler humans and flat shading, but are also on full display in the Light Leap illustration rare that we should see coming westward really soon in Stellar Crown. That should make a great addition to any collection, as will this Inkay. Moving on to our fifth pack, we find another Drowsy, another Joltik, another Horsey, another Cufant, another Colress's Tenacity, another Slitherwing, another Power Glass, Kawiyu's Kaparaja, Akagi's Malamar, and a hollow version of that Kaparaja. It kinda sucks that Kaparaja is one of the goofier and arguably more forgettable Gen 8 mons, cause I kinda do really like Kufant, I think it's adorable. That being said, as always, Kawayu kills it with this lumbering behemoth. His oil painting-esque style giving texture and character to an otherwise forgotten Pokemon, really nailing a sense of scale by jamming it into a lush, colorful forest biome. Just a nice goofy print for a goofy Pokemon. Jumping into our 6th pack, you get Susumu Maea's Eevee, Osare's Zubat, Yuya Oka's Seadra, Alia Chen's Krogunk, Dom's Decidueye, Binding Mochi by 5-Man Graphics, Shinji Kanda's Iron Moth, Rari's Houndoom, a reverse hollow Seadra, and Tsuyoshi Nagano's Haxorus. I didn't get to talk about Asara in the Twilight Masquerade episode, so I'd be a fool for skipping over them twice. The style plays nicely into Zubat here, with the lack of shading making the piece seem very bright for a nighttime piece, giving it a playful, deceptively amateurish feel. Asare made their name first known as a quarter-finalist in the 2022 TCG Illustration Contest, and clearly creatures liked what they saw as they were brought on to work on the TCG proper, starting with Fortress and Temporal Forces. The simplified colors, harsh white highlights, and thick black line work of their piece all come together in this unique style for a TCG artist that reminds me a lot of Western pop art, to the point I'd be surprised if it didn't have some influence on the development of their style. Overall, just another great name to keep an eye on in the future. In our 7th pack, we get another Eevee, another Dartrix, another Persian, another Krogunk, another Yveltal, another Night Stretcher, another Sylveon, another Cassiopeia, this time reverse hollow, Lunanori's Fracture, and another Dusknoir. I have to begrudgingly admit I'm a sucker for that original run of Pokemon cards and their art, courtesy of Ken Sugimori, Kagamaru Himeno, and Mitsuhiro Arita, and when you look at Uranori's artwork, it's pretty clear I'm not alone. Their art has that same scratchy line work and washed out colors that made those original prints pop, while drawing on the modern complexity expected from the TCG. Fracture here comes bursting with energy as the directional shadows draw your eye into the sharp glint coming off its tusks, creating this sharp feeling for the whole piece that makes me want to get out of the way. Unonori's personal artwork is just as fun to see, and it's great to see that iconic style that the series has sort of evolved past, given new life in the modern day. Almost at the finish line, in pack 8, we find Yushimi Miyoshi's Rowlet, another Fracture, another Persian, Aya Kasube's Dusclops, another Malamar, Masaka Tomi's Hypno, Misota Niso's Crobat, Ryoma Urasuki's Stuffle, a reverse hollow Tapu Bulu, and Nagimitsu's Zoroark. I'll probably save a dedicated Aya Kasube spotlight for another day, as she is quickly becoming one of my favorite artists in the TCG, but I can't help myself when it comes to this great Dusclops. If there's one thing to take away from this video, it's that opening up a Shrouded Fable box is almost like cracking open a classic kid's storybook, and at the forefront of all of that is one of my favorite ghost-type lines. The pencil shading and muted colors give this card a really spooky feel, perfect for this Pokemon, made better by the lovely detailing like the shadowy flowers on the tree to the right and the overall pretty simple composition. It's a piece that really just pops in the best way imaginable, and I'd expect nothing less from one of the goats. Alright, to finish us off, in our 9th pack we have another Houndoom, another Rowlet, another Fracture, another Persian, another Binding Mochi, another Malamar, Mashu's Galvantula, a reverse hollow Hypno, a reverse hollow Haxorus, and another Zoroark. For how tight the theming in this set is, Galvantula here is definitely a sleeper pick that holds a lot of the set together. Not only is it just a really cool Pokemon that fits the theming with its spiderness, but the bright colors and playful nature of Mashu's artwork, along with its faint line work, makes the card pop among the assortment of darker and line work heavy pieces that constitute most of the set. The subtle blur on the petals in the foreground add an extra layer of depth to the image that cements it as a favorite of mine. This is Mashu's first contribution to the TCG, but their love for fish, bubbles, and flowers really come across in their other works, all with that same gentle lighting and watercolor pastel feel that I just can't get enough of. Really hope to see more of what they have to offer in the future. With that, we reach the end of the box. I very much hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And if you don't mind me, I am going to go innocuously throw out all of the trash that I just made. Oh, alright, time to go to sleep. Who's there? Man, I gotta stop recording these so late at night. I'm starting to... God damn it, not again. Well, since we've got one more pack, no point in letting it go to waste. In our mystery pack, we have Anasaki Dynamics Toxicroak, another Duskull, Takeshi Nakamura's Beware, another Inkay, another Kyurem, another Binding Mochi, another Galvantula, a reverse hollow Binding Mochi, a reverse hollow Weavile, and Monkey Dory EX by Takayoa. I really love the new era of EXs and think they're a notable step up from the Vs and GXs before them. Love the bursting effect as they just pop off the card, and Monkey Dory here is no exception. The energy swirls and purple orbs radiating out from Monkey Dory's talisman give it an extra punch, resulting in a finished product that is a joy to get to put in the binder. With that, we reach the end of the actual video. I hope you enjoyed. On screen is our final haul from today. We were about able to complete the set, minus a few item and chase cards, so that's pretty cool, and about expected for a smaller set like this. If you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, as we have Stellar Crown right around the corner. If you want more from me, you can head over to the channel page and check out some of my other content, or follow me on the sites shown here. I'll also include a link down below to the social medias and pages of everyone that I've talked about today, so you can go follow some of those artists as well. Until next time, remember to stay salty.